There have been a lot of changes at the Kresge Library recently. I sat down with Brandon Bernier, the assistant dean of the library, to find out what those changes were.
We've actually had major changes in the Kresge Library. One of the things we've really tried to do is to bring a lot of new energy in, a lot newer spaces for students, and a lot of technology in. So what we actually did was on the main floor, in the spot that we're in right now, we've completely changed it. It used to be a government documents area where it wouldn't get a lot of student participation in it. So what we were able to do is to move that to our lower floor and then bring all the technology from the lower floor up to what you see now, which is the information commons.
These are all great things for students on their own, but the library has partnered up with several groups to provide help to students when needed.
The UTS Help Desk has been a really great partnership. So when students come into campus, a lot of the times they always have some sort of wireless networking issue, or they have issues hooking their phone and their email up together, connecting their iPhone to their Gmail accounts. They can bring all of those things into the UTS Help Desk, and they'll actually work with them one-on-one to make sure all that gets set up, works properly, and then that way the students get a lot better resource. We also have the Writing Center, which will help students with all of their different term papers. It'll help everybody from undergrad to grad work to PhD students critique writing, and it really has made a huge difference in a lot of our rhetoric classes and really just all of our classes to be able to get some one-on-one writing help. It's one of the things we see that a lot of students have issues with when they come to college or to a university.
In addition, they have enlarged existing study rooms, also known as the quiet rooms, and have upgraded most of the computers in the reference area. When we questioned what benefits the students would have from the whiteboards, Brandon had this to say.
One of the great features that we have is the dry erase boards that we have that are mobile. So students can do a couple things with them. One, actually on all the post and beam things in this area, there's little grooves in the top so they can check out the dry erase boards and go hang them on all the different little conference room areas that we have, be able to take their notes, meet in groups. It's really an easy way to do a lot of different brainstorming, group collaboration. The other way that they can use them is to our CopyCam system, which is a camera system that when you hang the whiteboard on there, you actually press a button. It takes a picture of it and puts it on either a flash drive or on a website so that you can go and retrieve the image. Because a lot of times we were seeing students would go in, they'd use these whiteboards, and then everybody would have to take notes about what they just wrote on the whiteboard. Why not be able to turn it into a digital image so you don't have to do that anymore?
Also, if financial reasons are an issue, or if you have forgotten your book, Brandon told us another way Kresge is beneficial towards students.
It's a great resource that we have to be able to have some of these books on reserve is what we call them. So a lot of times the faculty members will have us pull books off our shelves so they're going to use those textbooks, or sometimes they'll provide us with textbooks and we'll keep them behind our front desk, and what they're for is for students who either might not be able to purchase a book, maybe there's some sort of financial constraint, or it's for a student that doesn't have their book with them on campus. They can come in, see if that book's on reserve, and then they can actually loan it out for use within the library for a couple hours. That way they can still get all their coursework done.
Now that you've seen what Kresge has to offer, why don't you come check it out for yourself? This is Christina Fosbeck reporting for Campus Corners.